Gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Greg Ward. This is taken at the 18. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. There he goes, left side. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And his guys are going to have a 1st and goal down at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run with Sanders. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Play action. Here's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it.
Yes, sir.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They run with Patterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Patterson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hey, number 28,
Patterson on the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down and 7. Mon looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patterson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Mon. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Third down from the gun, it's Mon. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. John Kaminsky showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. As he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready? Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make a mistake. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he's got some space here. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 89 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jason Kroon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they needed.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Mond. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
All right, Mr. Fantasy Champion, we just saw him fake a field goal, and the kicker has the opportunity to throw a pass. He completed it, but not for a 1st down. Does anyone get any points for that?
No, he just gets some pride going back to the sideline saying he completed a pass as the kicker. But the big thing here is they didn't get enough for the 1st. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Foyesade Aluakin in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Mond's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On 3rd down, it's Patterson. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now here on EA Sports. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. There's the first NFL catch for Devontae Smith. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. He didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd down and goal. Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson, and he'll they'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Patterson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action here. Mon. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Mon going to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down and 4, Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. To throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Eric Harris who picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Atlanta, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.